Glad to have you with us. Now, the two chambers also addressed other issues such as the ongoing massive retrenchment in banks in the country and in addition held public hearings. Let's take you through some of the key resolutions the lawmakers were able to reach this week.
The Senate has received a list of 47 ambassadorial nominees from President Muhammadu Buhari. President of the Senate, Senator Bukola Saraki, who confirmed the receipt of the names, says that the nominees are all career civil servants and promised that screening and confirmation of the nominees will commence soon.
In accordance with Section 171, C, subsection 4, of the 1999 Constitution as amended, I have the honor to forward the attached list of 47 career foreign service officers as ambassador designate for consideration and confirmation by the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Copies of the curriculum vitae CVs are attached herewith. It is my hope that this will receive the usual kind, prompt attention of the distinguished members of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Kindly accept, Mr. Senate President, the assurances of my highest regards. Yours sincerely, Muhammadu Buhari.
The House of Representatives on Tuesday consolidated two bills, the Bill for an Act to establish the Electoral Offences Tribunal and the Bill for an Act to establish the Nigerian Electoral Offences Commission. The sponsor of the bill, seeking for the tribunal, says it will go a long way to help address the recurring problem of electoral offences.
What we had is the Electoral Act define the crimes and the offences and also provide for fine and punishment. But the enforcement is being slack because our regular court are so concentrated with cases. And so I can bet you, Justice U.S. panel, a lot of panels have been either post-election or pre-election to ascertain the credibility and how free had been our election. We had about 7 elections, about 8 elections of the 1962 till date. Our election has always been crisis-ridden. This is because the law had never been pushed into a point where it takes a right decision on those who have flouted the law. You see, if you look at the bill in its full weight, we talk about even defacing electoral board, a campaign board, hijacking materials of elections, undue influence during either by somebody contesting or even an official of INEC.
During the week, the Senate summoned the Minister of Labour, the Central Bank Governor and the Chief Executives of commercial banks to give reasons for the ongoing massive retrenchments in banks. The chairman of the Senate Committee on Banking Institutions said the sack of workers has continued in spite of a directive by the Minister of Labour and Productivity to desist from the action. The Senate has directed its Committee on Banking and Finance to resolve the matter with the relevant agencies and report back after 4 weeks.
Banking being a very, very sensitive industry, that any misguided statement or a statement that can have a throwback on the industry, it can create a run on the banks. So it's a simple thing without any prejudice to the position of the minister. I want to, as the chairman of the Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions, for us to be able to invite the minister, the central bank and the banks to know if they are talking at all about retrenchment and what will happen, noting that all the banks in Nigeria are private companies or quoted companies. So we want to know the basis of the directive and now the basis of the threat.
The House of Representatives observed a minute's silence in respect of the former Super Eagles captain and coach, Stephen Keshi, who passed away early on Wednesday. This followed the motion by Representative Joan Rappo
It's a very painful one, Mr. Speaker, considering that this young man lost the wife to cancer some months back, and he's left behind 4 children at that very tender age. He was born in 1962. Mr. Speaker, we remember that this man has brought honor not just to Delta State, to Nigeria at different times. I want to indulge the House that we should please stand up for a minute silence to honor this great Nigerian who is departing at this very time that he's so needed.
And may his gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Amen.
The House of Representatives Committee on Federal Capital Territory concluded its 5-day public hearing on the land swap program of the FCT administration on Monday. As part of the proceedings, the chairman of the House Committee on Federal Capital Territory, Representative Herman Hembe, questioned the payment of over 1 billion naira meant for the land swap program into the private accounts of about 20 staff of the Abuja Infrastructure Investment Center. He said proper recommendations will be made so that appropriate actions can be taken.
We went into the issue of money to determine if FCT, after setting up a clear agenda as to how money should flow, did right in going ahead to receive money in his own account. We also said to determine if payment into a private account by a public servant from a public account is right, or receiving money from a public account by a private individual is right. FCT Land Swap Program, to refresh your memory, was a program initiated by the Ministry of the FCT, gazetted at some point, and you know the importance of a gazette. From that, an account was opened in the name of FCT Land Swap Program, and the signatories to that account are the coordinator of the Abuja Investment Company, AIIC, and the secretary of that agency.
Meanwhile, the House Committee on Science and Technology held a public hearing on 2 bills under consideration. The chairman of the committee, Representative Benny Lar, said improved service delivery and efficiency in the development of technologies will be experienced when the bill for an act to establish the National Biotechnology Development Agency is eventually passed into law.
The bill seeks to provide for the establishment of the National Biotechnology Development Agency for research and development, promotion, coordination, and management of biotechnology in Nigeria. The bill, when passed into law, will ensure improved service delivery, efficiency, and promote sustenance in the development and application of acceptable and profitable technologies through strategic investments in biotechnology research and development to support innovation. The National Assembly also notes the relevance of the bill in research development, food production, export promotions, import substitution, manufacturing, and job creation.
Speaking on the second bill, which seeks to amend the Energy Commission of Nigeria, the chairman said the amendments would allow for energy efficiency, conservation, and development in the commission.
Considering the importance of the commission as the national focal point for renewable energy, energy efficiency and conservation, and sustainable energy development, the proposed amendments to the bill are therefore timely for the Commission to achieve its mandate effectively.
Our hearts go out to the family, friends, and fans of former Super Eagles captain and coach Stephen Keshi, who passed away this week. The late footballer served this country, and we pay tribute to his service and all he has done for Nigeria.